sweet sound of the ones who I once knew so well. In a voice memo from years ago, we were laughing about some nonsense. Oh, how I miss those friends. Circumstances made it so that I'll never see their faces, except for on the internet.
Hello, I have taken over the channel today, mainly because I told myself all of January that I would get to work on February 1st, and alas, it is February 1st at 4 p.m., and the work has yet to be gotten to. Granted, I have been running errands all day. I'm throwing a baby shower this weekend. Well, no, I am co-hosting. No, not even. I am helping in the running of a baby shower this weekend. And so I was doing a lot of last minute errands for that. And then I was tired and I came home and made myself pot stickers for lunch. Oh, we have people here. I was just talking to the void. Hi, Mullen. Hi, Laura. Welcome. Hi, Lexi. It's been forever since I've seen you at a stream. Hi. Anyway, so is this a miracle? Any time you grace my day with your presence is a miracle. First of all, I'm always paranoid. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Let me know. But yeah, had a busy day, but I've done 0 writing, and it was my goal that starting in February, I was going to take the whole building up a daily writing habit very seriously. So that's why I'm here. We're going to be having kind of seasonal whiplash because even though it's February, we're all gearing up for Valentine's Day. I did do the summer intro because I did not want to jump scare people with the "It's Wednesday, my dudes" of the winter intro. And also the timer we're going to be using today is going to be my pumpkin spice themed timer. So we're hitting almost all the seasons except for spring. RIP to spring. Thank you, Laura. Laura can see and hear me. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Mars. Mullen says, I don't know why, but that sounds very ominous coming from Suzanne Collins. How unexpected. It was unexpected to me too. 20 minutes ago, I didn't know I was going to be doing this. And yet we're doing it. But yeah, my goal is to write for 2 hours. But that's like not total writing time. That's including the breaks because hello bestie. Hi. Oh, making dinner. What are we making? As I said before anybody showed up, I made myself pot stickers for a late lunch. So good. Hi, Mom. How you doing? Yeah. The question is, as I'm getting ready to write, and we are going to be doing Pomodoros, like a true Pomodoro. I think this is what this is going to be. If this is going to be a thing that I'm going to do often, it's going to be a true Pomodoro, which is 4 25-minute sprints with 5-minute breaks in between them. Let's see if Olissimo can hold herself to 5-minute breaks. That's going to be the problem. We're fine. My videos that I make have the 5-minute break built into them. So we're going to see if that works. Mullen, thank you for your inspirational words as always. Mullen's goal is to chill on the couch and then go to bed because it's after 11. Well, thanks for popping in here. That was so nice of you. Sorry, I just got really confused by something. No need to go into it. Mars says butter noodles, which just means pasta with butter, but that's too many words. I get it. Mom is doing pretty well. It was a really nice day out. Yeah, the weather's been gorgeous where I am as well. All right. Other than Mullen, are people... Oh, okay, Lisa. Goal is to clean up dishes and take a shower. I love it. Yeah, people don't need to be writing. I just need to be writing. This is... You guys remember Scary Hour or like accountability? This is a reverse accountability. Instead of Katie going to be here to shame you guys and keep you accountable, I need you all here to shame me and keep me accountable. So the question is what I'm going to work on. Do I work on Fantasy Salt Lake City, also known as Of Salt and Zonder, also known as me processing everything that I went through mentally last year through a fantastical lens? Or do I work on my Wrath King fan fiction that I'm going to do for Fanfic February? Those two are cousins. They're very similar, I think. So working on one could lead into working on the other. Or should I work on something totally different? What should I do? What should I work on? These are the questions. Lisa says, While You Smoke can keep herself to 5-minute breaks because we believe in her. I'm glad you believe in me. The stream's already been live for 5.5 minutes. So, but it doesn't count until the first sprint starts, right? Lexi's just doing some agency work here. Lisa also needs to eat dinner. Mom says, if you find it's rough to do it first, you can start with 20 minutes working 10-minute breaks and slowly grow or shrink. That's a good idea. Unfortunately, the timers I have are 25 and 5, so that's what I'll be doing. But maybe we'll switch it up on another stream some other day. Grape is making a character for D&D, and I'm very excited to hear all of the ideas for it. That's not true. I'm sitting here to say Devesha could 100% do it. In fact, Devesha does do it, I feel like, very often because she hates hosting. And so she's a taskmaster when it comes to running the sprints. That's my opinion. This is very reminiscent of my new work in project Wednesdays. Oh, excellent. I love that. Lisa says, I also need some accountability right now, so this works out really well. Perfect. I'm going to write more of my short romance. Feel free to drop any lines that you especially love, Laura, in the chat. We always love it when you share your writing. Ooh, love that concept, girly. Fanfic. Oh, okay. Wow. So we've got one for Fantasy SLC. We've got 3 for fanfic. And Mom agrees. And if Mom agrees, that's how you know that's a house rule, that it doesn't count until the first work one. Okay, we're good. Lisa says, oh, wait, now I'm inspired to write about my Minty Bee. Oh, yay, good. That is, it's always the fine line that you walk. Is writing it going to actually help you process it, or is it just going to make you spiral even further? And I feel like I have reached a point where I'm ready to process. We'll see. Okay. I wasn't, what I said was not, I was not pointing out a flaw of yours. I was pointing out a virtue, in my opinion. Okay, I just did the official clap, so I think that means we gotta go ahead and get started on the first one. Pumpkin spice, pomodoro, share, full screen. Hold on, Lisa says, right now, I think you're in a place of enough post-traumatic growth that I can process to an extent, and writing tends to help. Excellent. And then, yeah, I agree with Lisa that it's good. You can do that. Great. And it's a cute timer. Thank you. It's my timer. I made this for video on a day that did I have COVID? I can't even remember. I was so sick. And I could not film a video. So I just uploaded a 25-minute timer instead. Tis an observation. It's a skill to be a taskmaster. Yes, exactly. Thanks, Laura. We've all got this. Is everyone ready? Lexi just lit her cinnamon spice vanilla candle, and Lisa remembers the video coming out. Excellent, guys. Here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting. right, friends. I'm gonna pause it because I think that is an epidemic sound. And wait, I'm not gonna pause it. No, I'm not gonna pause it. I'm gonna mute it because we have to have it not paused so that way we can know when the break is over. But yeah, I think it's an epidemic sound, so I don't want to get the troublemakers in trouble. We had some more people show up. We had Catherine show up. We had Sakaluna show up. We had Kit show up in Impromptu Live. This is unprecedented. Is it? I feel like this happens on occasion. Simone says, I was just about to start writing and saw this stream. Perfect timing. Hi. Hello. Welcome. We are doing 3 more Pomodoros, 5-minute breaks in between, and then a little chat session at the end if people want to. Laura said she did Duolingo for 20 minutes. Excellent. I did my Duolingo for the day, but I'm kind of in a lazy Duolingo phase right now where I'm only doing the bare minimum, that like one little 3-minute lesson. I need to be better. She says, Rory is napping on me. I don't want to disturb him and get to my computer yet. That's fine. He's a precious boy. This is true. I ate my dinner and then got back to reading From Below by Darcy Coates. Excellent. I worked in the fan fiction of Katie's The Wrath King. Ho! She wrote 533 words. Not a bad start, if I do say so myself. I am a little bit amused, though, because this is a fan fiction of one specific character of a multi-POV story. I'm literally just writing from that one character's POV. And he has a very, very intense relationship with the ruler of his land. And he's currently on a hunt with said ruler. And yet I have focused more on his relationship with his horse than I have with his relationship with the ruler. So LMFAO, but it's fine. I'm obsessed with his horse all of a sudden. I'm like, she's the best horse in the entire world, and I have to tell everybody about how amazing this horse is. Anyway, Sailor got dishes done, getting tea, and then to writing an outline my fic for this month last night. Excellent. So excited. Laura, thank you. I'm very pleased. Mars says, my fanfic isn't happening till later in the month because I'm going to reread The Wrath King first, and I got to prioritize other books first. That's fair. Yeah, I started writing, and I was like, oh, how many of the like blood brothers are there? I've completely forgotten. So I was like, you know what? I'm deleting all of them except for 3 of them. And then I was like, what is that third guy's name? And I was like, I can't remember. It might be Cassian. So we're going with Cassian. So it's been like 2 years since I've read The Wrath King. And a lot of details have changed since then. So I don't know what is a real detail change or like it was just proposed. So, excuse me. That's not good. That's not good to be yawning after just the first sprint. Mom says she was checking emails, which I've neglected all non-school or legal related emails for a month. And I've discovered my editor, Danica, launched her hybrid publishing house. I'm so excited about this. That is huge. That's so exciting. What is a hybrid publishing house? What is a hybrid publishing house? Explain, por favor, if you please. How much time do we have left? We've got like a minute 20. I was thinking about putting a kettle on so I could also make myself some tea during the next sprint. So I think my kettle already has water in it. So I'm just going to turn on the heat. I don't know if you can still hear me. Oh, it needs a little bit more water, I think. Not a ton. All right. That's going, and that should be ready soon. I think I'm going to do an Earl Grey for this afternoon. All right. Mars says, I checked my shared documents and Katie sent the first chunk of chapters to me on February 18, 2021. Wow, so it has been almost exactly 3 years since I've read it. Look at that. It's a publishing house dedicated to bridging the gap between self and traditional publishing. But if you are a publishing house, that's where I'm getting confused. Because like I can see, oh shoot, okay. Dang it. I've got like 15 seconds left. Okay, here's my question. I thought self-publishing is like the absence of a publisher. Like that's the whole point. Like how is a publishing house involved in hybrid publishing? Just by the very existence of the house itself, doesn't that prevent you from being hybrid publishing. Anyway, okay, we're going to restart and go. Happy sprinting. Alrighty. Again, then, with our second of 4 down the toilet. No. Anyway, leave me alone. Hi, Madison. And Micah was lurking, but not lurking so much anymore. Hello. She does need help. She says, dang, I need 2 names. 1 boy, 1 girl. They're in high school. Please help. Julia and Tyler, Mar says. 2 of the most teenager sounding names I can think of. LOL. Julia and Tyler are giving early 2010s. Like, I am seeing several Twilight or Vampire Diaries names here. Tyler, Jacob, Elena, Anna, Bella. Anna is from Vampire Diaries. Bella is from Twilight. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. We got it. We gotta. What you need to do is you need to Google the most popular baby names in the year 2000 and let's see, it's 2024. Jesus. You need to Google the baby names of the babies born in 2009. And that will give you the popular names of kids who are in high school these days. 2009. That's the year that Community came out. 2009 babies are high schoolers. Am I doing that math right? I am. No, Wallace, this is how time works. You don't need to be one of those people that gets upset that time works like time. Like, that's just how time works. Yeah, it's been 14 years since 2009, 15 years since 2009, and thus people born in 2009 are 15 years old. Like, that's how time works. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Lisa made dinner. It's too salty though, but it tastes okay. I love salt. What is it? Because you can fix it being too salty. If it's like a soup or something, you can just add more liquid, like more of the, like if it's a vegetable soup, you could add more vegetable broth. If it's a piece of meat, I don't know how to fix that. Hugh and Lily. Mar says, I mean, I was a teenager in the 2010s, so it makes sense that I go for names with that vibe. But absolutely. I'm just saying, we got to think about Micah's needs. Lisa says, you're right, but the people in high school right now are people whose parents were in their 20s during Twilight, right? Oh, that is so interesting. I don't know if their parents were in their 20s during Twilight, but their parents would have loved Twilight. And so it's likely that, well, hold on. Let's see. I loved Twilight. And if I had a child in my like early 20s, that child would not be 10 yet. So I think we're a little early on the Twilight names getting to high school. Okay, Micah's going to give us some. Okay, Micah has provided descriptions of people. Katie says Twilight and the Vampire Diaries are the pinnacle of teenagers. Though they were the pinnacle of the 2010s teenager people. We are in a different era now, as much as it might make us sad to think of that. How much time do we have left? 5 minutes is so short, you guys. Like, I don't feel like my brain has enough time to floss itself. Okay. Katie got 277 words written. I got 516 words written. I'm over 1,050 for the, or I'm at 1,049 for the stream so far. Damn, I'm impressed with myself. Mars read more. Lisa says Twilight was 4 when they were born, so that makes sense. It's noodles boiled into a sauce with vegan beef broth and some pork and diced tomatoes, canned, and carrots cooked with pork. I know a lady who probably 35 who has a kid named Renesmee. Yeah, but again, is how old is that kid? That kid is not in high school. I bet you that. Are you forgetting that this was the same era of Teen Mom? That's true. That's true. If a 15-year-old had a child during the Twilight era, which was 2009, then thus that child would be 15 now. So yeah, that's fair. So yeah, Charlie. Charlie is a great name. Hello, Elena. Welcome. Julian and Zoe for those vibes. Oh, those are good names. Oh gosh, the video's over. No, it's time to go back into a sprint. Why is this happening? Okay. Can I propose to the council that since we've done 50 minutes of sprints, we do a little bit longer of a break? I know I was like, oh, we're going to do Pomodoro And that's going to be 5 25-minute sprints, 4 25-minute sprints with 5-minute breaks in between. But I need something a little longer right now. My brain is not ready to jump back into the story. Katie, just so you know, I did write more about Wesley and his horse and his relationship with his horse. And only now have I just started to get into the whole Ronin of it all. But I'm telling you, this horse is such an important character. And I've already decided page 1 that I will not be killing this horse. Like there are going to be characters that die in the course of this fan fiction because they die in the course of the book. But the horse will survive because I love my version of Wes's horse. Oh, right. Adults did also like Twilight. And let me tell you, I went to the very first Twilight convention and there were women there. And my sister tells this story all the time about how she went to one of the like side lectures and stuff. And a woman in the audience had a comment that she was in her like late 30s. And she was like, I sometimes get mad at my husband when he has a cold because I'm like, Edward Cullen would never get sick. And my sister always says, it was in that moment she realized she needed to get over her Twilight obsession because she didn't want to be a 38-year-old woman getting mad at her husband because he wasn't a vampire. So there were adults who liked Twilight, and you gotta wonder why. You gotta think about that for a second. Anyway, let's see. Micah is liking the names. Hope that we helped. Hope that it all helped. Becca, hello. Yes, I was 36 and I was obsessed. Look at me unknowingly reading Becca C. Smith as she watches. But to be fair, the girl I nannied who was 16 got me into them. I mean, that's totally fair. Again, these are all fair. I just, sorry, Becca. That makes me laugh. I was like, whatever. No. Oh, is it a Princess Bride fanfic? My fanfic? No. Oh, Wesley. No. But it's so funny you say that because this is a fanfic of a story Katie wrote. This beautiful Catherine. And originally this character had a different name and I hated the character's name. And I finally convinced Katie to change it because, and I think the only way I convinced her was because I showed her that the name she picked was actually the Scottish version of George. And I was like, you've named your character George and he's a romantic and it's like, nobody's romantic about George. This was before the Bridgerton Queen Charlotte prequel came out, where suddenly George became sexy. Anyway, and so we were coming up with new names, and me, the eternal Princess Bride lover, put out Wesley, and it was accepted. So that's a fun factoid about the history of the Wrath King. Katie Ann says, my mother loved Twilight as an adult, although she would not be saying she wanted Edward. LMAO. I've been saying I want to go for a walk every day for like a week, but it's been in the 30s every day and I can't deal with that. Lisa says, Becca's not the type of person to roast her husband for not being a vampire because she does actually have common sense. That's the thing, right? It's like you can like something, but being in that level of obsession with it, I think the point my sister feels whenever she retells this story, and it's what I took from it too, is that when we were teenage girls obsessed with Twilight, we were teenage girls obsessed with it. And a teenage girl obsession is like, the chemical reaction of that should be studied. Sorry, I just saw Lynn calling me out. Anyway, you just become so obsessed. And then at a certain point you have to think, wow, I literally cannot live the rest of my life like this. And so how do I get myself out of this teenage girl obsession? Lynn says very fairly that I said, this is how time works. You don't need to be one of those people that gets upset that time works like time. And then 5 minutes later, no, it's time to go back into his friend. Why is this happening? Yeah, look. Oh, there we go. It's been 10 minutes. I'm feeling better. Are people ready to go back into the third sprint? I feel like people are ready-ish. I mean, we had about 10 seconds left, so I'll just see how people are saying. Yeah. So because this is my fan fiction, I'm spelling Wesley with a T, even though I do not believe it is with a T in the Wrath King. All right. Mom is ready. The people are ready. Lisa's ready. Let's go. Boom. Unmuting it so that way we get the pretty sound at the end. Okay. It was a 10-minute break, Mom. And I hope that's okay. All right, the third sprint has ended. I got like 21 words, and here's why. I got 21 words, and then I was like, maybe I want to switch it up. Maybe I want to switch what project I'm going to work on. So I started working on something else, and I was like, where's my file of my world building and notes for that? So then I went into Scrivener, and I was like looking at all my Scrivener documents to see if I could find any more information about this project. And then I found a brain dump for none other than Tornado Blondes. And then I started reading it, and I was like, holy crap, this is good. How did I not realize how good this was when I was writing it? So now I'm really in the Tornado Blondes headspace. I've started looking up tornado chasing communities in Colorado, and in fact have found a company that literally does tornado chasing tours in the springtime. And I'm like, maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year I do the research, like the actual active research element for Tornado Blonde, so that way I can actually finally write this book. Because just like the way fantasy SLC is me working through the trauma of my mental breakdown last year, Tornado Blondes is me working through what at the time I'm pretty sure was an undiagnosed mental breakdown over me getting rejected from PhD programs after college. And I was reading some of the things that I wrote in that brain dump, and holy hell, did they hit so hard. And I felt like so well written, not to toot my own horn. Anyway, so that's what I did during that sprint. Let's see. Mars fed the cats, and you'll never guess, read more. Selah finally started my fic. 412 words in that sprint. Excellent. Madison said, read some more chapters. Still have so much to go tonight. I believe in you. I believe in you. Wendy, I'm making a sort of outline for my fanfic. Excellent. Sometimes it's good to plan. Other times, just wing it. Mars says, yesterday at Katie's stream, everyone was getting excited for my Space Dragon story. So this morning, I was looking over my notes for it, and like, that stuff pretty good. Yeah, isn't it so exciting when you've stepped away from work for quite some time and then you come back to it and you're reading it and you're like, am I a writer? Am I a writer? Oh, wow. Lisa says, I am eating and watching YouTube, but also mostly just procrastinating doing YouTube. Wait, mostly just procrastinating doing YouTube? What does that mean? What does that mean? Madison says, I love it when we're good at writing. Me too. Me too. Love getting excited about older projects. The renewed excitement. Yes. 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 It's so funny rereading stuff and being like, holy crap, I have skills and talents. Yeah, and for me, it's like, it's also rereading. It's like, holy crap, I had good insights about my internal hypocrisies, and like, it just, yeah. Sometimes I love reading my old work to see how self-aware I was, even in the depths of my mental illness. Anyway, okay, Devesha, Tornado Blondes is the story that is cannibalizing Project Existential Crisis. So yes, because like initially Project DC was about my fear over love, young love, and how that can totally derail your life. And then by the time I was like revising it, I had fallen in love and broken up. And so I'd like survived that experience. And so then it shifted in what it was, but it really didn't feel right for the story. And since Project DC like died on submission, I'm cannibalizing that element of it and pulling it into Tornado Blondes, because I felt like just having a story about just being anxious about and dealing with the fact that your house got hit by a tornado, I feel like that's too on the nose. You know, the tornado has to be a metaphor, Devesha. It has to be a metaphor. And it's a metaphor for all of your expectations for your life being blown up or, you know, gone with the wind, etc. Oh my God, 5-minute break already gone, you guys. How is this happening? Okay, Here we go. Last sprint, guys. Last one. Hold on, really quickly. I'm just gonna answer these comments though. I'm sorry. Oh, you're okay. Lisa's procrastinating by watching YouTube. I thought Lisa was gonna drop the author tube link. I know. I was like, I don't want to pressure you, but I know. Look, Mars, all you have to do is ask, and I will spill it. I will spill all the lore. Lisa says, I've thought about it. I've thought about a YouTube channel. Think about it more. Think about it more. Okay, here we go, guys. Final sprint. And there we have it, folks. The Pomodoro is Pomodoro. Anyway, that was stupid. How'd everybody do? That was the final sprint. I did not write a single golden word, but that's not true. I'm a lying liar face. I have a thingy that I'm filling out, and I wrote on that. But I didn't write in a story, but I wrote in a thing that I needed to write in, and it's writing related. So I'm counting it. And I spent the whole sprint was writing related is how I will phrase that. Except I did send one voice message on Instagram. It's fine. But yeah. Tornado blondes, you guys. Suddenly my brain is only tornado blonzing. I'm looking at tornado chase tours to go on this summer. Literally just be with a pack of people in a van going tornado chasing with like actual tornado chasers, because the past couple years I've tried to train myself to read radar and stuff like that, and I feel like I've gotten pretty decent at reading radar, but I'm not the kind of person that I think I could ever actually trust myself enough to go out driving unless I've seen someone do it in real life first. So I think maybe, even though technically from my Tornado Blonde schedule, this is my year where I'm supposed to go out doing physical chasing, I think maybe doing a tour this year would be best. And then if I get really comfortable with it, then I can chase by myself next year for more research. So that's my thought on that. Lisa procrastinated again, but also ate some dinner. Also, I know that there was some discussion about Lisa and Lynn starting a combo streaming experience. Mars did more reading. I've read 250 pages so far today, which is half the book. How did you do that, bestie? I'm also very impressed. Mars reads fast, and also don't do a ton else with my time. You want to know how I know you read fast, Mars? Because you and I buddy read Odin's Child back in 2022? Can't remember. And you did it in like 2 weeks, and I did it in 4 months. So I know that you are a fast reader. Wendy is at the dark night of the outline. I love that. Hi, Kaylin. How are you? How's it going? Wendy also checked on dinner. All right, folks. This is your last opportunity to get something in to say as we've taken over the Trouble Channel. You know, in this not indiscreet. What's the word for when something's kind of secret? What's the word? Not impromptu. Whatever. The word for when this little something kind of secret meeting that we're doing right now, a little bit under the radar. It's not low key. It's what is this? It is a private little chat. But it's something. It's almost like you're being a little naughty because I took over. I'm still in the channel for like a little bit. Sayla did 200 words in that sprint, but I got a phone call and it derailed my attention. I just glitched out. Clandestine, that's a good one. That might have been the exact word. Illicit. Now I have a list of affairs stuck by Taylor Swift stuck in my head. Illicit was the word I was looking for. Thank you, but clandestine I think actually fits better for what I was trying to say. Caitlin says, I'm here for more sprints at this time of night. I can actually attend. Great, except for the fact that we are done. Again soon, maybe. Possibly. Theoretically, I was like, I'll just do this every day. But I have family in town this weekend because of a baby shower that I am helping to host. And people arrive tomorrow, and the baby shower is on Saturday. But maybe Monday. Maybe. We'll see. If there's one thing I can do, it's snap. And that's about it. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining me for this Pomodoro. Forget Vedif. What about Sedif? Stream every day and Friday. Stream every day and Friday, Wallace. Does that make logical sense to you? Stream every day in February. No, shan't be doing that. But maybe you'll see me again. Maybe not. Maybe this will be the only time. Maybe I shall disappear into the ether, never to be seen again. Fanfic Fed streams in addition to Wednesday streams? I don't know. We'll see. Well, Madison, you're making me blush. All right. Bye-bye. Look at all my friends who weren't here, even though I invited them to come join me. Oh, I should probably end this. A little bit. Oh, uh-oh.